still be happy. You can do whatever you like. You don't have to be ready.
Hey friends, and welcome back to another CC haul. Today I have almost 200 new CC items for you for both your male and your female Sims. As always, I have links for everything in the description down below, and I also added numbers and categories to this video to make things as easy as possible. Just up front though, because I do get asked this occasionally in my CC hauls, I will not re-upload any of this CC in a zip file. I know it is easier for all of us, but it is against CC creators' TOUs, and they put out so much amazing free content for all of us that, you know, I want to respect their TOUs. But that's what the numbers and categories are for, so you can always find everything you're looking for as easy as I can possibly make it. But without further ado, let's get straight into this. By now, I think you know the drill, you know, grab a snack, grab a drink, grab whatever you need to be comfortable for the next 20 minutes because this video is a long one. She's long. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while. I have also just recorded the first episode of our new Family Dynamics Let's Play. I am extremely excited to share that with you all tomorrow. So if you are excited and you don't want to miss it and you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, make sure you do that to not miss tomorrow's upload and any future CC uploads or Let's Play uploads or whatever. I am feeling really energetic today, so I'm sorry if I'm like screaming your ears off. I just had so much fun with a new Let's Play. It is, I don't know how to describe it, but with The Sims, I have been in such a slump gameplay wise. Every time I pick the game up in my own time, I just kind of go in with like really high expectations. I have a household that I really want to play with, and then I go into the game, and after a few days of gameplay, I'm like, okay, like I'm already bored. But with this game, I made sure that everything is like aesthetically pleasing. I love the sim that we're playing with, and aesthetics, not just in my life but also in the Sims, plays such a huge role. Like when everything is pretty and the world is pretty and there's like pretty Sims around that I have created that I like looking at, and the house is pretty, I just get super excited to play. I know it's like very superficial, but I just love the aesthetics of things. It's really funny because I would always choose aesthetic over function. I'm not saying it's correct, but that's what I do. Okay, I'm like just like, I love things that are aesthetically pleasing, and I love my game to look pretty, so it was just really fun to record the first episode. And I don't know, I just enjoyed looking at the sim. We did give her a makeover on Wednesday. If you haven't checked that video out yet, you should totally go do that because there's some looks that I am absolutely obsessed with. And I love Nia's, that's the heir to the Let's Play, that's her name, Nia, and I just love her so much. She's just so cute, and I'm like already stumbling over my words with how excited I am to put out the Let's Play for you, show you what it's all about. I'm just, you know, excited. She needs to have like 3 to 4 children, and that is my favorite part of the game, is always, you know, having babies, to see how their genetic plays out and what they end up looking like. I don't know why, but I'm just obsessed with that. It's a little bit, you know, I don't know. Is it weird? I don't know. But I'm just so excited about it. I have also, I feel like I've gotten a lot of positive comments about the new Let's Play starting, so it's just extra exciting to see that a lot of you are hyped up for it and you can't wait for the Let's Play to start. And I will hopefully upload a new part every Saturday. It is, you know, something that I really want to stick with this time, because a lot of times in the past I have started a Let's Play and I just kind of stopped playing for a while and then felt like not really connected to the family anymore and didn't want to get back into it. But I'm hoping that I will upload a Let's Play every Saturday, and it's just something I really want to stick to. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I think the challenge itself sounds amazing. I have played it in my own time a little bit, but then I don't know why I stopped, because the challenge itself is really funny, but I don't even think I properly started. I think I set everything up for myself. I do this quite a lot, where like in my own time I start a new save file. This time I downloaded a save file from someone else, so it's just it's easier to jump straight into the game and have a world that is filled out with things and sims and stuff. But I did add some of my own sims to the world that we play in. But usually I would go into my own save file and then I start like putting lots down and I start adding sims, and then by the time I have done all of that and I have built my starter home or whatever, I'm like over it, and then I leave the game and I never come back to it. So like I set up this like perfect world for my sim to be in, and then I never end up actually playing in that world. Just kind of a bummer if you think about it. I put all of this work into it for the gameplay to be fun, and then I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm done now. Also, like doing my own save file has been something I've been like thinking about for a really long time, but I feel like I could not fill a whole world with sims that I make without custom content, because the only reason that The Sims is fun to me is because I have custom content in my game. I just don't really like the way Sims look in like the typical EA style without any CC. I think they look quite bland, and I don't like that there's no lashes, and I don't know, it's just not my personal thing. And like I said, for me to enjoy the game, it has to be aesthetically pleasing for me to get like excited about things. So CC is like so important to me that I think I couldn't fill a whole save file full of sims that don't have any CC. And then I thought about maybe just adding, my default skin and like a few essential CC items to the save file, where I can be like, I did use some CC, but it's restricted to like these 20 items or whatever. I've thought about that, but I just think I couldn't pull through. Like, people who fill up a whole save file, I have so much respect for that, because it takes so long. Like, there's so many worlds at this point, there's so many lots that you need to fill up, and building takes forever, especially if you don't build a lot. And I used to build way more, and now when I go into a pre-made save file and I see all of those beautiful houses that have been created for the save file, I don't know, I get so excited for building again, and I want to build a lot. And it's just something that I feel like I'm very perfectionist when it comes to buildings, and if I see someone else's build, I usually just enjoy it and I don't like nitpick at it and point out certain things that are a little bit weird or not how they would be in a real house. But when I build a house myself, I'm always like, oh my god, the floor plan is so weird, like this is so ugly, like why did I put the plant there, it's so ugly, like this corner there's nothing in there needs to be something in there. And then I like hyper focus on really minor details, and it ends up taking forever to finish a house because I just focus on this like really irrelevant detail where like I could have literally just ignored it, and no one else who didn't build the house would download the house and play in it, wouldn't even think about it twice, because I just feel like I get hyper focused on these things, like you can't unsee it. It's the same with me using, for example, like those ivies on the outside of a house. I feel like they look so pretty when other people use them, but whenever I use them, I'm like, it doesn't look right, like it just looks weird. But in other buildings, I always see them and I'm like, oh my god, it's so pretty. But it's just so weird, isn't it, when you like hyper focus on something you do, but when someone else built it, I guess it's because you spend so much time building that house. You spent like multiple hours building the house and looking at the same things while it's trying to finish up the house, that you just kind of get obsessed with these like small details that rub you the wrong way, and you're like, this is not right, like it needs to be fixed. That's what always stresses me out about building. It's specifically like the hardest part for me specifically is the patio or like backyard area. I never really understand them. It could be due to me literally never having lived in a house. Well, when I was an au pair in America, I did for like 1.5 years, but apart from that, like I have always lived in an apartment, and I don't know anyone who doesn't live in an apartment, so I don't really get exposed to a lot of backyards, and I don't understand them, and it always looks wrong to me in The Sims because of like if there's a lot of open grassy space in The Sims, I always feel like it looks weird, whilst in real life it would just look like a backyard, I suppose. So I just find it really hard to decorate backyards. Also, my kitty cat has decided to start cleaning herself again. It was literally so annoying. I wanted to record the voiceover and she loves sitting on top of my PC, I guess because it's warm and it's like right next to me, and she literally stopped cleaning herself. Then I started the voiceover, then she started cleaning herself, so I stopped the voiceover, and now we're like 10 minutes in and she's like, hold on, maybe I could start cleaning my paw again, even though I've literally cleaned it for the last 20 minutes. But if you can hear that now, you know, it's not me licking my face whilst talking to you, it's my cat licking her paw, and I'm very sorry about it. But it's just life with cats. I honestly don't really understand how other content creators deal with their cats or pets or whatever when they record videos, because I can't just lock them out for like half of the day whilst I'm recording. But they can be a lot. They have recently started to really bother me during the day by just, it's cute, but when I need to work, they sometimes both jump up on my desk and just walk around and like seek my attention, and then I pet them for a while, but they don't stop forever. Like it could go on forever if I wouldn't at some point start ignoring them and be like, nope, this is not happening anymore. And I find it hard to ignore them because they're so cute, and they're my foster cats. If you didn't know, I've been fostering for like over a year now. I started like August of last year, and this one foster cat that I have here currently, he's a ginger boy. He is really big, really strong, but really cute. He's like a gentle giant, honestly. He's so sweet and I love him so much, and I think it's gonna destroy me when he gets adopted. Well, like the previous cats, I have always loved them and had like an attachment to them, and I was always sad when they left me. It was definitely on different levels though. I've had all of them for different amounts of times as well, but the ginger boy has been with me since March this year, so you know, it's a long time. It's like 8 months? 8? Is that math correct? I think so. I'm good at math, I swear. But yeah, he's been with me for such a long time, and he has kind of made a really big impact on me because I feel really connected to him, and it's gonna be so upset. There was actually someone a few weeks ago, because I work with this organization, and whenever someone is interested in the cats, they tell me, and then I get in contact with them and they meet the cats, and then I look at their apartment and see that everything is like cat friendly and safe and whatnot, you know, that every requirement is met for a cat to live in that place. And then I bring over the cats and we sign contracts and stuff like that. But whenever someone tells the organization that they're interested in, I always get really sad. But a few weeks ago, someone said they were interested in these two cats. And the second the person from the organization told me, I literally broke out in tears so badly. I was just like sobbing and so sad because the ginger boy is just, I feel like we get each other. Like, it's so weird to say about a pet, but I feel like there's certain pets throughout your life that you really have like a bond with that goes deeper than with other pets or animals in general. And with that cat, that's definitely the case. Like, he came here and he was so shy and like wouldn't eat and stuff like that, and I really bonded with him, and I feel like he seeks me out for comfort, and that's why it's gonna be so hard to give him away, because I feel like I'm gonna betray him to be like, yes, you know, I made you comfortable and I gained your trust, and now I'm just gonna give you away to live somewhere else. Because with the other cats, they were always very open to like new things, like new people, new place. Well, at my place, they were like comfortable within a few days or weeks. Some of them even on the first day. Like, I had two foster cats that I let out of their boxes, and they literally just came into my room and cuddled with me all night and slept with me. And ever since, they were like completely comfortable in the apartment. But you know, it usually doesn't take them very long to get comfortable. Oh, that's the cat. Obviously she has to make an appearance when I talk about them. That was the little one though. But yeah, like, usually they get comfortable to their surroundings quite fast, and he didn't. And I feel like he really profited from me spending a lot of time with him, and just working with him on like his confidence, and now he's like a changed cat. Like before, when someone else, like a stranger, was here, he would hide like for hours after they have left, or when the doorbell rang is like super bad. And now when my roommates have friends over, he usually just comes and says hello. Like he's still a bit shy, but he enters the room and he looks at everyone, and if people want to stroke him, he lets them pet him. And it's like such a changed cat, and I feel like so much of that is because of how much time we spend working on his confidence. And I feel like I have a bond, you know. It's like, it's weird because with the other cats, they were fine with everyone. I wasn't worried about them going to a new home and not having me, because I know that cats a lot of times are just very much focused on their territory, and once they feel comfortable in a territory, they're fine. But with him, it was very different. Like when he looks at me, I just kind of feel like, you know, we get each other, like I said. And it's so hard to let him go because I'm worried that he's gonna get very sad again, and that he's gonna feel betrayed. And like I said, we have a very tight bond. Like the other cat, she's fine with my other roommates. Like she sits on everyone's lap, she lets everyone pet her, but he is really like focused on me and not on his territory. Like whenever something happens that startles him, he looks for me. He doesn't look for like hiding spots, or he doesn't find comfort in his territory. He like comes to me and is like, is everything okay? And when I'm like, yeah, it's fine, you can come out, he comes out and he's like, okay, we're safe. So I just feel really sad about him going to a new home. It's not a happy thing to think about, and it usually is, you know, because the more cats I rescue, the more cats on a greater scheme find a forever home and aren't stuck in like shelters or on the streets or whatever. So it is a good thing, and usually it's like very positive, and I'm like, yeah, it's great. Like even though it hurts me and it's hard for me, it's good for the cats, you know. They come from the streets on shelters in Spain where no one has a lot of time. Like they obviously try their best at every shelter, like otherwise shelters wouldn't exist. They try their best to make a good life for these cats as best as they can, but obviously if there's too many cats and too few people working there, it's just never gonna end up being great for anyone. And I honestly have like so much respect for people who work in shelters, and I'm sure it's like extremely hard and extremely heartbreaking at times, but I couldn't even imagine honestly what people who work at shelters who love animals as much as I do go through on like a day-to-day basis. And I have so much respect for people who choose a career like that where it's not even rewarding financially. You just do it because you believe in something, and you go through all of the hard times because you believe that you can make things better for animals or humans or whatever in the end. And it's just, yeah, I don't know, people like that, honestly, don't know where we would be without them. It's just, like I said, my biggest respect goes out to them. Also, still have the little cat literally walking all over the place, and I'm always so worried when she walks over the desk whilst I record a voiceover that she just pauses the voiceover or like deletes the whole video because I don't know if all of you know, but these CC holds take me so long to finish up, like at least 10 hours I would say goes into like CC shopping, putting it all in my game, creating the CC list, doing all of those things, and then editing the video, recording the voiceover, doing a thumbnail, stuff like that just takes so much time. And if she would just literally press a button and everything is gone like that, I would be extremely upset. But yeah, this video is coming to an end shortly here. I hope you enjoyed the custom content. There are definitely some pieces and some packs that these creators came out with that I was super hyped about, like that A Harris pack. It's like an alternative pack, I think it's called, like A Harris Old or something, and it's so cute. I was like super stoked when I saw it, and I was just so excited to share it with all of you. But with that said, this video is coming to an end here real soon. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you all next time. Bye!